Hi everyone, it's Sandy. Thank you for joining me. I have a mini folio folder that I want to share with you that I had created using only one piece of 12 by 12 paper. And I'm also going to show you how you can make one of these as well. And I have listed a few of these ready-made folio folders in my Etsy shop as well if you're interested in purchasing them. And I'll also show you guys at the end of the tutorial what you also will receive in the folio folder if you purchase it in my shop, and show you the fun goodies that come with it. But I'm going to show you what I have made and how it looks like, and then we'll do the tutorial. And I was quite happy with the way it turned out. It did take me a couple of goes to make the project to the measurements that I was happy with, so I did waste a couple of pieces of 12 by 12 paper, but at the end I was happy with this size here that I had come up with. And I'll just show you this complete the size of the complete book. It is about 4¼ inches wide, or about 11 centimeters, and the height is about 5½ inches or 14 centimeters in height, just in case you're wanting to know the size of the folio folder. But I was so happy with the way it turned out, and I used some black tulle to decorate the folder and also use it as a closure. And I think this would also make a great gift to somebody. It's also a great folder to store your stationery or your paper goods. It's also a traveler's notebook as well, because I have added an elastic here as well, so you could use it as inserts and add your traveler's notebook inserts and pages as well into the folder as well. But I'm going to show you the inside, and then we'll go and do the tutorial. So this is just some nice soft tulle that I've got. So it's just a length of tulle, and then you just tie it around into a bow. So this is the lovely folder. It is just so pretty. I didn't even decorate the folder or embellish it because I really like the pattern that was on here as well. And if you're wondering with the paper that I had used for this project, it's called Bella Papers, which I had purchased here in Australia in a craft store called Spotlight. And it's double-sided paper as well. It's beautiful, and they do a lot of floral prints. So that's the paper that I used for this one. And then I added one of my handmade dangles to decorate the closure. And this is a new listing in my shop as well. It's really pretty. It's got 2 dangles here, and it's got a little clip so you can detach it, and you can place it on your planners as well if you wanted to. And then I've just added some gold sticker strips here just to decorate the closure of the folder as well. So I've got some Velcro dots to use it as a closure. And then on the inside, this is how it looks like. I was really happy with the way it turned out. I didn't waste a lot of paper as well to make this. I've got here on the left side a belly band, and then again I use the same gold strip just in the front just to decorate the pocket. And then I've got here a little mini journaling card. It's not your standard 3x4 journaling card or project life card. I think this one measures, I cut it down to 2½ inches by 4 inches, and then I just corner rounded the corners, and it's double-sided. So it's a really pretty paper, which kind of coordinates well with this paper, and that just slides in there. And then over here is a side pocket where I placed an envelope, which I used my envelope punch board, 6x6 paper, to create an envelope to fit 3x4 cards. And then on the inside, it is an expandable pocket, so you can add heaps of goodies in here as well, or your stationery products. That just fits in there. So, and then over here is the elastic for your traveler's notebook if you want to add your traveler's notebooks in here, or other little folders. And this is one of the notebooks that I had made. And then I used a paper clip dangle. Again, another one that I have just listed in my shop. It's got a cute little butterfly on the clip as well, which dangles there. And then I've just used that as a closure. I'll just take it out so I can show you. It's really pretty. So that's it. It's really nice. And you can also add this to your dangles. To your planners. So this is the notebook in here. And then inside you've got a front pocket. And then I just use photocopying paper to make these as pages. And then on the back is another pocket. And I've made a resin flower clip as well, a black resin flower clip. This is also in my shop, and that just a nice way to decorate the notebook. And you can just slide this out like that if you don't want to use the traveler's notebook part with the elastic, and this just comes off if you decide not to use it, and then you can just have it like that. But I'll just put this back in there, and you can add heaps of you can add a lot of, you can add more and more notebooks into the elastic as well. And then over here I have a large pocket, again using Velcro dots to use as a closure, and it's got a really deep pocket, and again it has an expandable pocket as well, so you can add more stationery stuff inside. And I think this may fit in there too. Let's see. So that does fit in there perfectly. So when you finish with your notebook, you can slide that in there, and then you can add another one to the elastic if you wanted to do that. And then over here I have a little cute little mini envelope, and I just use a little foam dot just to keep the little envelope closed. And there's a little spot there if you want to add some stuff in there, and that closes up. And then this flips open, and then you can also use this to add a little photo if you wanted to. And then I've got a little pocket here. Again, this is a little mini journaling card that I just cut to size just to fit in this pocket here. And then that closes up, and then that just closes back up like that. And that is just a cute little mini folio folder if you want to make something like this. I think this is also a great gift. We've got Mother's Day coming up here in Australia in, I think, a couple more weeks, and this would be a great little gift to give for Mother's Day as well, for a Mother's Day gift. This is also a great teacher's gift as well if you wanted to give this for a teacher. But let's go ahead and let's make one of these. So what you need, you want to use one piece of 12 by 12 paper. I'm just going to move these to the side because I've got to use my larger scoreboard, and I want to try and get that into frame. Okay, so with your 12 by 12 paper, I know you probably won't get all of my scoreboard in frame, but I'll have the measurements read out. So with your 12 by 12 paper, if you're using double-sided paper, whatever you want as your cover on your print, you'll want to have that facing down on your scoreboard. So we're going to have that facing down. And then, and you're probably best to just check your pattern as well. So you want your pattern to run down ways. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to make a few score lines. So your first score line is going to be at 2 3/4 inch, 6 1/4 inch, 6 1/2 inches, and 10 1/2 inches. And then you're going to turn and rotate your paper left ways. So go turn around left to the left, and then we're going to score at 2 inches, and 7.5 inches. And that's all for the scoring. And now we're just going to make a few cuts. So along the right side, you're going to have a little small square one on the corner, on the top, and you're going to have a longer piece on the bottom right corner. We're going to remove this one and the top little square one. So we'll start with the top square one first. So we're going to remove that. Right. And this piece here we don't need. We're going to now go to the bottom and remove this right corner out. You can use your paper trimmer if you want to give a more straight cut, if you prefer. Okay, so we've done that. Now we're going to take this and we're going to put that to the side because we're going to use this later. And now we're going to move over to the top left and we're going to remove all of that right up until you get to that score line that we scored at 6.5 inches. So we're going to go through the first score line and cut that out. So let's cut all that out. So we're going to go through that first score line and we're going to go right up to that next score line. And we're going to remove that out. Okay, and then we're going to put that to the side with the other piece. And I'm going to turn this back around this way so we know where we're at. So this is how it should look like. We're going to go down to the bottom here. We're going to remove these two panels and again going through that first score line and stopping at that score line. So we're going to remove all of this part. So I'm going to go through that first score line and then stop it at that one. And then we're going to come here and we're going to cut that out. Okay, so that's that piece. And we're also going to put that to the side. So you're going to have these three pieces that we're going to keep. So this is now how so I'm going to come over here so the sun. So this is now how your paper should look like. So now what we're going to do, this is optional. I'm going to corner around this corner, this one, and this one. And that one. Okay, so now that's what I've got here. And what we're going to do, we're going to assemble the folder now, just so you get an idea of how it looks like before we adhere everything. So this bottom piece here, we're going to bring this up. And then this part here, we're going to bring down, and this will create the envelope, the pocket with the closure. And this part here, before we do anything, you can also, let's see if I put this. You can also create a thumb notch on this side. This will be that front side pocket. So I'm just going to turn this over this way, and you can do the same. I'm just going to punch a little bit of a notch there. Turn that back over. And then we're going to bring this over and fold it along that first score line. So that will close up, and you can see now it looks like the side pocket. And then you've got this next score line here, and that's the part we're going to fold this over to create the folder. And then you've got this side here, and that is the flap to close your folder. So that is how it looks like. So when you open it up, you'll have that, and then you'll have your side pocket here, and then you've got your pocket with a top closure. Now at this point, if you don't want to create the expandable sides, you can just go ahead and glue there and glue along there and seal that off to create a pocket. And then the same here, you can just glue along here and along here, and that will give you your pocket. But with the expandable pocket, you'll have more give and more room. If you don't, there's not much room, as you can see, when you don't glue the sides. But we're going to use the expandable sides. So let's go ahead, and now what we're going to do, you have these 3 pieces here. We are going to grab this little piece that can go to the side. We'll use that later. This piece here that we have, that sort of rectangle that's got 2 score lines, that will also be put to the side. But we're going to grab this piece here that has these 2 panels with this extra little piece of strip here that's got that score line. We're going to cut that out. We don't need that little piece there on the right, so let's just cut that out. And then over here you'll have a score line. I'm sorry about that. And we're going to cut that along that score line. I'm just going to go over and turn on my light. 1 second. Sorry about that. It's just late afternoon here. It's Saturday afternoon, about I think 4:30, 5 o'clock, and the sun's gone down. Okay, we've got these 2 pieces now. I'm just going to cut this out a little bit more. So what we're going to do, this piece here and this piece, we're going to work with this one first. We are going to fold this in half. And I'm just going to use my paper cutter here. I'm going to trim this down. So we've got 2 pieces where I'll cut that in, where I'll fold it in half. So we have those 2 pieces. And we're going to fold this in half with the print facing in. That's the print that you're going to have facing the front. And then we're going to fold that back along that fold line, and the same with the other side. And then we'll do the same with that piece. Fold that back. Oops, I've just ripped my paper. So now you've got 2 pieces that look like a W or an M. I'm just going to press that down. Just makes it easier when we adhere it to the side pocket. So we're going to grab these, and they're going to go in here. So that's going to go there, and then this one will also go in there, and then we'll just trim that off later. So we're going to add some glue. My glue comes out. Right, so I'm going to place some glue just up to there on one side. And I'm going to just line that up to the edge of the pocket. And then the same with the other side. So that's all joined in. And now I'm just going to trim off the excess bit that we don't need. And this one. Okay, so now what we'll do, we're going to just glue these two and then we'll close off that pocket. So we've got that complete. So now you have your expandable side pocket all done. And now we're going to go over to this side. We're going to open it up, and that other piece that we had just cut out, we're going to do the same. We're going to fold that piece in half. And we're also going to cut that as well. So we'll get two pieces. And then we'll do the same thing and folding them in half and then folding them back onto itself along that fold line. And then we'll do the same thing and lining that up onto the edge of the front and gluing that. And then again, just trimming off what the extra bit that's sticking out. So that should fit in there. Just a little tip, which I should have done beforehand just to show you. Before you place these expandable gusset, you may want to trim down a little bit of this side, just a little bit, and also just a little bit up here. That way this part can close nicely, which I should have done first, but hopefully this should be fine because you can see it's going to probably catch onto the pocket. So that's just a little tip if that happens. So now that's pretty much done with that pocket. So you can see that's got a nice expandable gusset there. And then you can add your Velcro dot, you can add your magnet or whatever you like. So we've done that part. We're going to grab now this piece here. This piece is another piece that has this little section here. We're going to trim that off because we don't need that. Now I'm just going to show you with this piece, these two pieces, if you don't want to waste them. Again, this is optional. It's got here this fold line. You can fold this over. And then I'll show you, where did I put my book? Here we go. And I'll just show you here. That is this part here in the front of the pocket, where I created a pocket here. So you can decide if you want to use this as a pocket in the front, or if you don't want to use it, you don't have to. So there are so many fun ways you could use this, which I will show you. So you can seal this off like that. So that's that part. And what I've done here is I had just glued 3 sides and punched a thumb notch up the top to create the pocket. So then you'll have a pocket there. then you have this part that flaps, that swings around. I just added an envelope to the front here, and then you can use this as your spot to add your photo or embellish this part if you like. Or you can glue down, keep that glue down. You can then also glue here and then here to create another side pocket here and a top pocket at the back. So you can have a double pocket and a pocket here. So that's just another option, or you can have it this way and have it that way. So that's up to you, or you can cut this whole piece out and just create a single pocket if you don't want that and just have that little pocket there. So that's just an option for you if you don't want to waste that. And then this piece here, I use that as the belly band for the left side of this front pocket here. And then that I just placed on the front here like that. I then just place a bit of glue along the top there, along the bottom, and then I just placed it down like that. And then that sort of gave me a little side, sort of a tuck spot there. If you want to add some notes or some journaling cards. So that's how I made the mini file folder, and that just sort of closes up. You can see how it sort of catches. I did forget, I should have trimmed a little bit more off there, but that's fine. So that is how to do the mini file folder. So that's part's done, and I'm just going to show you, if you're interested in purchasing the one that I have already made, like this one here, what you get in the kit, or it's not really a kit, it's the folder's I've already made it for you. There's just a few extra pieces that come with it that you could play around with if you wanted to. So you will get a random printed folder, and these are some of the prints that you'll get, which is similar. This is the one that I shared with you, and these are the other two prints, all by the same company, by Bella. I think I'm going to have 12 of these available in my shop, 12 or 14, and until sold out. My last kit that I had shared with you, a cute little mini album, which was the Australian theme one, I sold all those kits in less than 24 hours. So I'm hoping if you get a chance to grab one, you might want to grab it quick before they do sell out. But these are just some of the styles of the print. The other prints, I'll show you the other prints. I haven't cut them out yet. It may also be these ones here. So this is that's the name of the paper. Beautiful papers, double-sided papers. All right, so if you purchase the folio folder, you will get the folder already pre-made, so it's just ready for you to go, and then you can add all your paper goodies in here, photos, whatever you like. You'll also receive the 3 extra pieces that I just showed you how you could add them to your folder, which I didn't do anything with it in case you don't want to have those pockets. So this part here is the part that has the little score line, and then this little piece here which you just cut out, and that is the part I've folded off so you can see. So that's the part that can go here, and then you can play around with it and decide what you like. And then this piece here is the part for the belly band, in case you wanted to use it as a belly band, or if you don't, that's why I didn't adhere it onto there, or in case you wanted to add your own designer paper or decorate it yourself. And this is the little extra bit that I didn't use, which you could embellish it or create a little paper clip and do something with that. So that's the 3 pieces that get included. You'll also get a random envelope, which is the same style envelope as this one, just a random print. So you will get one of those. So I'll just put them here so I think it's confusing. So that's what you get. You'll also get a random of these little mini journaling cards that I had pre-cut. Again, a random print, and they're double-sided. So that will come with that. A random envelope for 3x4 note cards. So you'll get one of those as well. You'll also get the mini file folder. It'll just come blank this way. I've left it this way on purpose in case you don't want to add any paper to it, and then you can just add your own photocopying paper and cut it to size, and then you just fold it and then staple it with your standard stapler to join your papers together. So that's what you get in the kit as well. It'll also be wrapped up in, or I will also add some black tulle to go with it in case you wanted to close it the way I have, or you could use this on another project. So that also comes with it. And I think that's it. Yes, so that is all the fun stuff that come with this kit, which is pretty fun. So if you do decide to purchase the kit, it will be listed in my shop, and I'll have 12 to 14 of these available. And then also the little dangles, they're also listed in my shop as well, if you would like to purchase these, or as well as this one here. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I did have fun making this folio folder. I think these are just so lovely to have around. Oh, and you will also get, chatting away, you also get a piece of the elastic as well, if you wanted to add that onto the fold part to use for your traveler's notebook, if you wanted to add some more notebooks in there. So that does come with it. So again, as I was saying, I hope you enjoyed this fun video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.